The country music world has just witnessed something nobody quite expected. Something that, only a year ago, would have sounded like a plot twist from a dystopian novel, rather than a headline on Billboard. Yet here we are. For the first time in history, a completely artificial intelligence-generated artist has climbed to the top of a Billboard country chart. No hometown roots, no Nashville dreams, no calloused fingers from playing dingy bar gigs until 2 a.m. Just zeros and ones, stitched together into a persona named Breaking Rust, singing a track called Walk My Walk. There's no human singer behind that voice, no human life story, no late-night sessions in a smoky studio, no childhood memories, heartbreaks, rejections, or triumphs. What exists instead is a piece of software, lines of code trained on enormous data sets of real human music, a digital avatar with no heartbeat, but somehow with a hit single. And yet, against all expectations, this artificial artist managed to outperform real musicians who have spent decades grinding, hustling, and pouring every ounce of their soul into their craft. People who have toured in beat-up vans, written songs at kitchen tables, and bled authenticity into every track. That is why this moment has sent a shockwave through the entire industry. It isn't just a chart victory, it's a line in the sand. Some people are calling it exciting, a technological breakthrough, proof of new creative possibilities. Others are calling it terrifying, a warning siren blaring across Nashville, Los Angeles, New York, and beyond. But no matter which side of the fence you stand on, there's no denying the truth. Country music, and possibly the entire music world, has just crossed a threshold it can never go back from. To understand the magnitude of this shift, we need to step back and remember what country music has always stood for. Country isn't about perfection. It's about honesty, rawness, humanity. It's about storytelling, plain and simple. Pain, heartbreak, forgiveness, regret, hope, struggle, redemption, love, loss, and learning to get back on that horse even when the world leaves you face down in the dirt. From Hank Williams to Patsy Cline, from Johnny Cash to the Chicks, from Dolly to Stapleton, the heart of country music has always been lived experience. Fans believe in the music because they believe the singer lived it, felt it, or at least understands it deeply enough to sing it with truth. Then along comes Breaking Rust, a digital phantom, a persona with no history, no scars, no lived wisdom. A singer that has never fallen in love, never lost anyone, never cried in a truck outside a bar at midnight, never had a dream shattered or a family break apart. A creation that has never sat on a porch watching lightning bugs dance or driven down a dusty road with the windows down. It has never felt the weight of a guitar or the weight of regret. And yet, its voice soared to the top of a Billboard chart. This is why people are furious and why others are fascinated. But all of them, artists, producers, fans, critics, are asking the same uncomfortable question. What does this mean for the future of music? To be fair, the specific chart Breaking Rust topped isn't the flagship Hot Country Songs chart. It's the Country Digital Song Sales chart, a niche ranking that focuses purely on digital purchases. But that actually makes this moment even more astonishing. Digital purchases aren't accidental, they're intentional. Someone had to see the AI artist, listen to the track, like it enough to click buy and spend their money. That means real listeners are not only willing to try AI music, they're willing to pay for it. That's the part that rattles the industry. Because if consumers start choosing AI music, not reluctantly, but enthusiastically, the entire ecosystem around human musicians could face pressure like never before. And that's where the deeper conversation begins. Because beneath the catchy melody and clean production of Walk My Walk is an avalanche of questions. Questions about authenticity, about ownership, about the future of the creative workforce, about the value of human expression in an age where algorithms can mimic it at scale. If AI can study thousands of human-written songs, replicate their emotional patterns, imitate beloved voices, and generate radio-ready music in minutes, what happens to all those young artists who move to Nashville every year chasing a dream? What happens to the session musicians whose livelihoods depend on studio work? What happens to songwriters already fighting to earn pennies in a streaming world? And even beyond that, if AI writes a song, who owns it? The developer? The user? The company that trained the model? The artist whose music was used in the training data set? Or nobody at all? We're entering a legal and ethical wilderness. And then there's the scale of it. AI doesn't need rest. It doesn't get writer's block, burnout, anxiety, or creative slumps. It can produce 500 songs a day. It can test them instantly. It can remix, regenerate, refine, and relaunch. It can tailor songs to trends or even predict trends before humans see them. Labels see that and think, fewer costs, fewer risks, fewer headaches. No last-minute cancellations, no scandals, no artist demands, no royalties, no broken contracts, no emotional toll. Just clean, constant content. If AI can reliably produce music that millions enjoy, the industry will lean heavily into it, even if fans feel uneasy. But here's where things get complicated and beautifully human. Because country fans in particular have razor-sharp instincts. They know when a singer is faking it. They can smell dishonesty a mile away. They reward sincerity and punish pretense. They want to believe the voice they're hearing has lived the story it's telling. So the question becomes, can AI ever truly connect? Or will listeners eventually reject the artificial emotion once the novelty wears off? We've been here before in different ways. When electric guitars came along, critics panicked. When synthesizers hit the 80s, people said the industry was losing its soul. When auto-tune became mainstream, audiences feared real singing would disappear. And yet, real emotion survived every technological revolution. But this is different. This isn't a new instrument. This isn't a new tool that enhances human creativity. This is a replacement, a rival, a synthetic performer. So what's next? Here's what we know. Record labels are absolutely going to push more AI artists. Expect digital country singers, AI rappers, AI pop stars, AI rock bands. Some will be awful. Some will be shockingly good. Some will go viral. Some will flop. But the experiment has begun. Lawsuits are coming too. Artists will fight to protect their voices, likenesses, and styles. Lawmakers will scramble to define intellectual property in an AI-driven world. There will be panic. There will be overreactions. There will be attempts to ban things entirely. Meanwhile, fans, ordinary listeners, will determine what actually sticks. If you buy and stream AI music, more will be created. If you reject it, labels will pivot back to human artists. And human artists will adapt. They always have. They'll double down on what AI cannot replicate: vulnerability, imperfection, lived truth. The trembling voice on a heartbreak ballad, the grit of a singer who has lived on the road, the ache of real regret, and the joy of real triumph. Because even if AI gets technically perfect, perfection has never been what made music magical. Emotion did. Humanity did. So this moment is bigger than one chart win. It's bigger than breaking rust. It's a turning point, one that will shape the next decade of music history. And now, the responsibility shifts to us, the listeners, the fans, the people who decide what gets played, purchased, and celebrated. If you love real musicians, support them. Buy their music, stream their tracks, share their work, go to their shows, comment on their pages, help them grow. Because in a world where AI can imitate everything, the one thing it can't imitate, not yet, and maybe never, is the bond between a human artist and a human heart. So the question becomes deeply personal. What do you want music to be? Do you welcome this new era of AI-driven creativity? Or do you feel that something irreplaceable is slipping away? Because whether we applaud it or resist it, one thing is undeniable. The future of music isn't approaching, it's already here. And the next chapter, whether written by humans, machines, or both, is being written right now.